Brother Nate, what ministries are you part of here at the church?
Besides the local ministry here at the church, doing duties around this organization and helping people at First Church, I do prison ministry as one of my outreach ministries from this church. I've been out there for 36 years doing that same ministry.
And which prison do you currently serve at?
Basically, I go to River Bend Maximum Security Institution. It's out on Cockrell Bend Industrial Road. But I do go to some of the local jails, CCA sometimes, depending on where some people that I know are, and I'll go and minister to them when they're there, whenever someone makes a request that I can take care of.
So tell me a little bit about what you do there, and are there any stories that you want to share?
Yeah, basically, it started out as actually a Bible study ministry, and it still is basically that. And a request ministry for some of those men out there that don't have family, have very limited access to ministry study things. I take literature out there, Sabbath school study books. Sometimes we sit down and have classes. We work closely with the outreach ministry that's recently opened its doors over on Rains Avenue, and it's prison outreach ministry for anyone who's getting off of a strict prison sentence. Help them to get their license back, help them to get jobs, help them to get housing, just anything that you've lost since you've been in prison. So we help them in many ways, and we connect them to other groups that are also willing, able, and capable, and do help them. We find employees that are employers that are willing to hire people that have served a prison sentence. We let them know up front what's going on, and they freely will help them if they, have jobs for them. The River Bend, there's two sides. There's a high side and a low side. The high side prisoners are maximum security. They are locked down 23 hours a day, most of them. And the ones that I go on the unit. I have to go inside of 2 locked doors to get to where they are. I cannot go into their cell, but I can sit at their cell and talk to them. And we talk through what they call a pie flap, which is where they serve the meals. They'll unlock a door, a steel door, roll this flap down, and it's kind of low, about midway the door. So usually I'll get a chair or squat and sit and talk to the men through that flap. Now that they've gotten so strict on all the different security and they're short on help, sometimes I don't even get to do that. I have to talk through a door, which is kind of yelling, and look through a small window to talk to them for the period of time that I'm there. But I go to different individuals that I've been meeting with for quite a while, and I'll talk to them a few minutes each visit. Sometimes I stay an hour or two. Sometimes I stay till 6 or 7 in the evening talking to men. Once I meet the individual men, then I go over to Unit 2, which that's the death row. Those inmates have a little bit more freedom to get out of their unit, their cells, and walk around the unit. They stay in their pods, basically. Recently, I went with one of them up to Trenton, Tennessee. He had an appeal on his case, and I was able to testify in his case. And they overturned his conviction in the sense that he's no longer a death row inmate, but he'll soon be reprieved from death row, and possibly, just possibly, once he goes through the process, he may be able to get out of prison.
What kind of help do you need, and how can our church members get involved in your ministry? Well,
any organization that has a multiple people to visit can always use more hands, because you can only be in one place at one time. Preaching is one thing, but sometimes most of the preaching you can do is loaning an ear so that you can hear, listening, and that's where you get a lot of rewards. Anybody want to come join the prison ministry? You can see me. I will surely direct you as to how you can get involved. And I appreciate some good help, and I'm sure those men would love to see somebody, because sometimes God is the only family that they have. I always tell them, when I'm not here, you always got the Spirit of truth who's here waiting and willing to talk to you, and that's your best friend in life. regardless of whoever else you had in your life. He's always with you, and he'll always listen to you. And no one is exempt from his help, because he reaches always out to those souls that cry out for help through Jesus and his ministry. And his ministry is to save souls.